Your thoughts on the quality of cricket so far in this series? What do you think?
I think it's been very good. It makes a big difference when you've got a good outfield and you've got a good pitch.
Right.
And I think this is a bit of a test for everybody. It's not, there's not really much in this pitch for, certainly not in the early stages, in the pitches both here and in Abu Dhabi for the quick bowlers in particular.
Right.
Until, of course, there's a bit of wear and tear on the ball and you start to see a little bit of reverse swing. So it's quite tough. I think it's quite a tough place to play cricket, and you've got to take that into consideration. Although the weather's been pretty good, so all up, it's been a good test for Test cricketers, and I think we've seen some good cricket.
Yeah, and how do you predict? I mean, obviously this test we kind of know where it's heading for, but you may have something else to say about it. And the rest of the Test series and the ODIs, how do you see it going basically? I know very well that you predicted 5-0 for India, so we know how well you predict these things to go on.
Well, I wouldn't want to. I was in a stirring frame of mind when I
did that. You did that very well.
Look, I mean, I think that Sri Lanka did very well to save the last Test match.
Right.
Obviously, a fantastic innings by Kumar Sangakkara. I think they're going to struggle to do that again.
Right.
Just judging by the way things are developing today.
Right.
There's been a bit of reverse swing out there. They're obviously hitting the worn patches on the pitch a fair bit.
Right.
And that makes a big difference. And it seems to me that, with another day and two-thirds to go, Pakistan are really well placed. So they'd be very upset sitting in their dressing room now if they didn't get it. If they didn't win this, they'd have to be really upset about it. Because, they're very well placed.
Right. And the rest of the series you think will go similar, kind of, at least the Test?
Excuse me, I haven't been to Sharjah for so long. I mean, I have no idea what the pitch is like over there. I assume it's going to be something similar.
Right.
If you go 1-0 down in a 3 Test match series, then you've got a bit of an advantage in so much as that you're not going to let them back in.
Sure.
There's so many things these days that have a bearing on where you finish a series.
Right.
Things like your position on the Test match table. So they'll be trying to build themselves back up.
Right.
And I doubt very much whether they'll give Sri Lanka much of a chance, given that they play normally. I mean, Pakistan have also got this capacity to blow up.
Yes.
So who knows, what happens in the next Test match? It's a bit too far away to be speculating.
Right. And on a topic close to hand, Twitter. Now, how did you get onto this, and what kind of response are you getting? I know what you're going to tell me, but I'll ask you.
I'm having a bit of fun with it, actually. I'm not one of these guys that, wakes up every morning and thinks, jeepers, I've got to go quickly get onto my computer and do some
Not
tweeting.
Like us, yeah, okay.
I tend to, do it when I feel like it. If I'm sitting on the ground and, nothing else to do, I'll go down the course.
Yeah.
But I actually find it, I'm slowly but surely getting used to it. I find it very informative. I mean, I think, you can get onto some things, some news of some things quicker than you might otherwise.
Yep.
There's a fair bit to learn from people who you follow.
Mm.
And you can be selective in that regard, which is good fun.
Yes, you can block off a few, yeah.
And you can also, obviously, plenty of people, feel free to have a go at things that I might say.
Mm.
And I, in return, will respond. I don't mind having a bit of a go myself. I'm not big on responding personally.
Right.
To because then I think if you get down that course, you've got to be fair and do it to everybody.
Right.
And so really, I think I just at the moment my pattern is develop a bit of a blog on one side.
Right. I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah, and then I'm doing that with the help of my son. So
wow.
with that blog, as I get more inclined to write a bit more. We'll develop that side of it a bit, and in the meantime, have some fun on Twitter. Good fun. I'm enjoying it.
No, we're too, actually, tell you the truth. Your style of commentary, no nonsense, and you say it like you mean it, and like you see it. Is that something you work on? Is that just normal Tony Greig?
I don't have to work very hard on it, because over the years I've been a bit disenchanted with some of the things that have happened in cricket. From an administration point of view. So my inclination is to call it as it is, regardless of what others might think. I mean, You know, otherwise we'd all be going down the same path.
Exactly.
I mean, I think one of the things about cricket is there's plenty of room for different opinions. You know, They don't always have to be right. It's just one view. So I get a bit frustrated. You know, I'm frustrated in this Test match that we haven't got DRS here. I really am.
Yes.
And you know, especially when I see umpires put under serious pressure. You know, which they shouldn't be these days. I mean, there should be less pressure for them, isn't it?
Right.
And we don't want to see bad decisions. We don't want to see Test matches won on the back of a bad decision, even if that was the case in the past.
Right.
So we've got to grow up a little bit in that area.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Tony.